Range after here in Belfast with Paul McCloskey 2 weeks before his world title eliminator against Prescott. So Paul, how's the training been going?
It's going really well. I'm about 7.5 weeks in now. It'll be 8 weeks this Saturday. I've been up for 5 weeks, and my camp was all pad work, real hard conditioning. I've been with my conditioner now for about, you're talking maybe 8 weeks. He's starting to get me in the real top nick, and everything's going to plan. I have a good team around me. I'm very happy where I'm at now, and I'm looking forward to the fight.
We were with you this morning, obviously, you've done kind of strength and conditioning work this morning, back in the John Breen's gym here this afternoon. I mean, you really are putting in the work. I mean, I see how many rounds of sparring did you do?
So I've done 6 today, but 6 in this gym is like doing 12 probably in a fight, because the heat in this gym is severe. It's like have you ever been to Bangkok? It's quite similar to that in Bangkok, is severe heat.
So basically, all round preparation, looking at in terms of the Amir Khan fight, are you on the same type of?
I'm on the same level. I'm on pretty much the same level. Obviously, you don't do tactically. We've got a different fight to fight now, no doubt. But from a conditioning point of view, a fitness point of view, and a boxing point of view, everything's been spot on. As I keep saying, we'll have different tactics for this fight. Every fight's different, different opposition. You expect different types of fighters, So Prescott is definitely not different to Amir, so we're going to have a different plan.
I suppose that's what's interesting, everybody, Paul. This, in terms of Amir, and you look back, Amir didn't catch it, but he caught you once or twice, obviously, same as you caught him. And can you afford that way with Prescott? You can really hit,
He's a big puncher. There's no doubt about that. But you have to realise Amir can't stop too many opponents. Sometimes a regular can suggest that they're a bigger puncher than you really are. Now, Brett has knocked out everybody at lightweight. But I study all my fighters. I study everybody I fight. All the boys Brett has knocked out was always in the first 2, 3, 4 rounds. And if you look at the records of fighters they stopped early on, they were all beaten fighters. When he stepped up in class, he showed he can fight at a higher class, but again, he can be limited and can be exposed. If I can fight my way, and fight to my best, I definitely can beat him. But if I fight the wrong tactics, it could be a tough night's work.
So what interests me, Paul, is, you've kind of, all of a sudden, this is, you've stepped up to I suppose, the big time of world boxing from the European champion in a couple of defences. I mean, I think it was 4,000 or 5,000, maybe turning up to build your fighting on to these massive shows now, massive media attention, Sky Sport. How are you adapting to that?
You just have to learn to accept it. I say, and it's good. But when you're getting prepared for something, sometimes things can be a distraction, and it's up to you. And I think it's more important that your team around you make sure the outside stuff stays outside. You get it done, but once it's done, you get on your mindset, get on your focus, and stay where you're at. When you're on camp, you got to just stay tuned in at all times, and you can't wander off and do other things. Obviously you're obliged to do certain things, but mostly it's about staying focused, training in the gym, back to the digs, chilling out. And
is there a temptation to sometimes get involved in the whole kind of media series?
I'll answer what I have to answer. But I don't have to. The thing about me, I don't know. I'm no different. I'm no extra special human being, but I don't have to trash talk anybody down. I don't have to call somebody to start on. I believe in myself, what I can do. I know what my opponents have. I study them, and I look at to see what way I can expose them. And I'll tell people that, but I won't talk anybody down. I won't trash talk. I won't call names. I respect everybody. I'm a father with 2 kids, and I don't want to be on TV or in any channels talking about this, that, and on, and bad about people. I say there's a bit of respect. We all train hard in this game, and I respect everybody that's on the game.
I mean, you box as an amateur for Ireland, so you've come right up to like every other young person in boxing clubs all around kind of Northern Ireland, in public, everywhere, And can you remind yourself of the time you used to look up to guys like yourself now?
Totally. I remember a kid going to the Irish seniors, watching the big boys then, above me, winning senior titles on the television. Obviously with the old idols that I didn't see fighting was the likes of Charlie Nash from my own county. Barry McGuigan was obviously there, Wayne McCullough, and then obviously Bernard Dunn, who's slightly younger than me, but he come on the scene a bit quicker than me, and seeing Bernard do things that he done was inspirational, And I said to myself, I have a lot of belief in myself, and I said if Bernard can do it, there's no reason why nobody else can do it. And Bernard kind of set the benchmark.
Last question to you, Paul. You're 32 now. There's not really any time to look back, is there? It has to be forward this time. Is there pressure? You need to be Prescott if you acquire that world title.
See, from day one when I turned professional, every fight for me was a world title fight. I never want to lose to anybody. every fight is my world title fight. I hate losing. Even though I lost the Kennel fight, I don't feel like a beaten fighter because of the circumstances, but I still have defeat in my record.
Would retiring in a world, does it ever cross your mind retiring not having been a world champion when you know that you have
it would be painful, but again, I'm not the only person that hasn't won a world title that probably feels that they should have. You just have to take what comes your way. People say you need bad luck, which you do, but you have to make it happen when you're in there. You know, when you're in there, you got to make things happen. And that's when the skill and the ability that's on your body comes out on the night.
But to finish on a positive note, I mean, I spoke to you earlier on today. You're fully confident.
Yeah, definitely. I'm studying Prescott on DVDs. I'm watching his last 5-6 fights. Don't get me wrong. He's actually starting to box more now, which might actually suit me a bit better. Coming all guns blazing can make an awkward, scrappy affair. I want to please the fans too, but again, my number one objective is to win that fight, whether it's by a long distance brawl or a first round KO or whatever. It's about being victorious at the end of that fight.
Look, Paul, the very best of luck in September 10th.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks.
Good man, buddy.